What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 2nd Street Marvel and the Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos show. It is the morning after New Comic Book Day. I hope you're all having a very good day. Now, in case you guys didn't know, yesterday was New Comic Book Day. Did you get out to your local comic book shop and pick up some new comic books? Well, I sure hope you did. I mean, you know I did, right? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those comic books and going to talk a little bit about the Dawn of X, what we've had going on in the X-Men world this week. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Now, I hope you found your way here by way of starting your morning off over on Fanjecture, hanging out over there, listening to him flap his gums for about an hour. Right after that, you move right on over into the Den of Nerds live stream, where Adam and Josh were there this morning. Yeah, Adam was on Josh's show this morning. They're over there flapping their gums for about an hour, and then you roll right on over here, right? It's kind of what you do. It's like a little routine. What you do is you enter early on the cycle at 6 a.m. Well, that's Pacific Daylight Time. You know, if you're out on the Eastern Seaboard, you know, you might want to tune in a few hours earlier. That'd probably be 6 or 9 a.m. your time. Or, you know, if you're in other parts of the world, make sure that you check your local listings. Subscribe and, you know, hit those little bell buttons, you know, click the reminders. It really does help. Now, if this is your first time here, guys, what I usually do here is, in case you can't tell, is we talk about comics while we have some coffee. And maybe we talk about some weirdos and some of the weirdo things going on out there in the world, right? Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, it's a good day, right? Thursday. And it's going to be a scorcher here where I live at here in Southern California. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much to all the Patreon supporters and all the Myrtle Maniacs out there. Thank you all so much for being here. We got Star Wars Santa in the house, Captain Pennsylvania, I Am True Skills, Two Gun Pedro, Pew Pew. Driving, I'll be in and out. Okay, all right, good deal, Cap. Star Wars Santa says, Josh went into the deep end on the Weirdos discussion this morning. Oh yeah, I don't know. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, oh dang, Pedro brought his own wrench. You know what? I got mine too. Woo! All right, let's see. I'm True Skills, my brother. How are you doing? Hope all's well. My favorite porter. Okay, now I'm gonna settle this right now. Okay, Josh, Adam, you know, you guys out there who drink those little pansy beers, right? You know, you see Adam gets he starts sniffing those little what are those little Bud Light seltzers? Those little Bud Light seltzer waters. He starts sniffing those and he gets all yeah, it's hilarious, right? Yeah. You don't know nothing. Okay, let me repeat this. You don't know nothing about my favorite porter. That's my favorite porter, not yours. Oh, you don't like it? I used the wrong finger! Do you guys know what that's from? I bet you my favorite porter might know what it's from. Okay, let's see who else we got in the house here. We got LB from the Lonely Banter. Coffee Breath, my brother. Seen you over on Adam's stream this morning, starting off. Yeah, yeah. Up and early at it. Yeah, I seen I'm True Skills is over there this morning too. Trying to get through Empire. Nice, nice. Well, you're gonna have to do some reviews on those, bro, because I'm not touching those ones, and I'll let people know they need to stop by your channel, man. I seen you dropping those videos. If you got, in case you guys don't know, go check out I'm True Skills channel. He has been doing reviews on Empire, so go check that out. Certainly. Burke the nerd says, "Do you believe in aliens?" Well, that depends on how you define them. How do you define an alien? Do you define it as, what we see on TV and all the weird looking beings and stuff? Um, yeah, maybe so. Do you consider it like just any sentient beings from another planet or anything? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, here's the thing, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago, is for us to think that like we're the only like intelligent beings in the whole universe seems, I don't know, it seems a little absurd, right? Doesn't that seem a little weird? Just because we haven't had, just because we haven't had contact with it. Right. I know. Just because we haven't had contact. Like, look, here's the thing. It's just, yeah. And here's the thing is, how do you know that these aliens don't look just like humans do? You know what I mean? How do you know that? You don't know that. But, because my whole thought is what I was saying about this the other week is I always kind of think, when just the things that have kind of happened throughout my life is if it seems like the truth always lies somewhere in the middle. Like everybody has this little bit of proof of this or that. Science proves this, religion proves that, blind faith and all this and that and nobody ever really wants to give just a little bit, just a little bit. I kind of think, maybe the truth is somewhere right in the middle. Maybe everybody's a little bit right and everybody's a little bit wrong and nobody's going to give in just a little bit. Yeah, that's just my thought. LB is here. Danny Orange in the house, rocking that stash, man. Dude, that's a stash, man. Like I think the stash might have more of a personality, Danny. I seen it. I seen it during the what was that? Was that on Saturday night? Saturday evening? I seen it, man. Rocking it. Um, is it good? Is what good? It's summer. It's 1,000,000 degrees. Yo, Trinity, how are you doing? Thank you. I'm doing well, Harvey. Thank you. How are you doing today? Audio 2877. Thank you so much for being here. Didn't start yet. What's up, y'all? Steve Denton, how are you doing? World's famous. How are you doing? Rob Van Cam in the house. Let's see. Yeah, see exactly. Here, Mike Porter knows. I claimed it first. I staked my claim, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Stake your claim. who's that? Who says that? Isn't that Brian G. Johnson? Brian G. Johnson. Stake your claim. Oh, seltzers and IPAs are lame. Porter's stout and L's. There's your PSA. There you go, Burke the nerd. Burke knows. It's okay. Nothing really amazing happened in Empire. Okay. Russell, thank you so much for being here. Harvey Mirla says, Trinity, beer of choice. Well, what I have is what I drink is from this local brewery called Bravery Brewing. They are co-owned. I'm pretty sure they're still co-owned by them. The Ermy family, Arlie Ermy. Yeah, the Gunny. Well, they have this beer there called the Old Rat. It's my favorite. I love it. It's a good one. But they also have one I just had the other week when we were here. Maybe that might have been on a Patreon or on a Myrtle Maniacs live stream, which we're gonna be doing one of those here again, maybe later today. Where I was drinking one of my favorite porters from there. It was called Smoking Gun. It was a good one. Yeah. But my favorite is called it's an ale. I think it's an old English style. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to check it out, the label on it, but it's great. It's great. It usually averages at least 9%. Sometimes they do variations where it's a little bit higher, a little bit lower. They have one right now I've seen there called Tequila Barrel Aged Old Rat, and I'm like, ooh, whew. Man, I don't know. I don't like tequila, but it sounds interesting. Juptown, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure I stole Mike Porter off of everyone. Okay, Cap. Okay, Cap. It's going down. It's going down. We in here, said the Den of Nerds. All right, all right. Thank you so much for being here. Had a good show this morning. I was listening into everybody's shows this morning. Yeah, we carried the alien talk over now. Yeah, right. Oh man, that's funny. Um, these are your streets, Mike. Yes, Yova Rhodes. Thank you so much for being here. You and Adam agree. The sky is falling. Oh, Adam. No, no. See, the thing is like he probably just now believes. He probably just now believes. Yeah, yeah. Wayne White, thank you so much for being here, my brother. He says, hi. Star Wars fan says, do you know how far away in light years these aliens would have to travel to get here? Unlikely that any aliens would make the trip. Well, that's the thing. Is with the right technology, if you had advanced technology, it wouldn't take as long. But, you know, the point being is, you know, maybe that's kind of how we got here. Maybe humans landed here on a ship from a dying planet, right? Oh man, round trip would take a couple hundred light years to get here and back. Yeah, absolutely. Unless you had something like the Tesseract. Imagine that. The Space Stone, take you anywhere you need to in space. Because think about it, if you can bend space, you're bending time. Time and space goes hand in hand. Cap and I will go see Black Widow in the Atlanta area when it comes out. Y'all come see us. You know what, Mike Porter? No joking around. I might tell you to get some tickets. We'll fly out there. Because for some reason I'll be able to fly out there, but I won't be able to go to the theater here where I live at. We'll fly out there for the weekend, and we'll see you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Trent, stake your claim. Don't mark your territory, you know? Oh, he busts out the growler, yeah. Unless you're talking about those Nazi aliens living on the other side of the moon. Yeah, ooh. Are you getting into X-Men talk here already? Is that what we're doing? Are we getting into X-Men talk? Pope Cerebus the First says top 12 books this week. We're all not Marvel or DC, although Hellblazer is Black Label. It barely missed the list at number 13. Nice. Nice. I was gonna say, I think the majority of my books this week were Marvel. I didn't get any DC this week. I gotta tell you, The Boys Dear Becky, trash. Don't read it. Bleed Them Dry. On Vault Comics, good one. Blade Runner 2019, the end of the second story arc, very good one. I think this one is only going to have 4 more issues. Very good stuff. That's really all. Was there something else I got this week? I don't think there was. Yeah. I didn't really have a very big week this week. Didn't really have a very big week. Group outing for Black Widow. Absolutely. Wow, Trinity, that beer sounds tasty, dude. It's good. It's dark. It's a dark beer. It's a dark beer. It's a dark beer. It's very dark, and I didn't used to like dark beers. Trinity's funny. We had the same twisted sense of humor. Yeah. Been meaning to tell you, one of my best friends lives about 2 hours from you, and if you ever go visit, I'm probably gonna hit a road trip and come say hi. All right, Wayne, for sure, absolutely. Oh, schooners? Nah, dude. We'll go someplace better. We'll go to Bravery. It's even better. Yeah. The movie Iron Sky, Moon Nazi. Oh, okay. Iron Sky. I've never seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one. What I'm talking about is X-Men and the Dawn of X. You guys been reading these books? Have you guys been reading these books? It's been very interesting what's going on. The X-Men now have, in case you don't know, basically have their own. Yeah, some of you guys, if you guys haven't read it in a while and you read a while back, you might know that. Well, basically now the mutants have their own island. Again, and it's called Krakoa. Now, this Krakoa is a place that, like, it's a different kind of place. They got free love. I mean, the mutants there, hey man, they're swinging, man. They're just loving life, right? It's a it's a paradise. It's a mutant paradise. It's a mutant paradise where pretty much anything goes. We can see that they have battle rings there, battle arenas where they sit there and they fight each other to the death if they have to. They can be resurrected. Yeah, they can be brought back to life. They can have their memories changed, all the trauma wiped clean. They can remain who they are. Through everything that the five do in Krakoa, one of the things they do is they can improve your genetic makeup, your genetic code, your memories. They can clear past traumas. They can make everything better for you. Yes, they absolutely can. This is what the five do. They are making things better for mutants all around the world. All around the world, mutants are welcome on Krakoa. And you know what? In other places as well. Have you ever been to the Summers house over on the moon? Oh, it's a great place to hang out. This week, at the Summers house, on the other side of the moon, on the other side there, we see that there are some unsavory characters hanging out there. They're hanging out, having some drinks, chilling, just partying it up, because this is what you do at the Summers house. Have you not seen the layout at the Summers house? Ooh, yeah, how Jean is so cozily in there between Wolverine and Cyclops. Because them two, maybe they've been sharing her, right? This is mutant love. Mutant love going on in Krakoa. But the moon isn't on Krakoa. They just have a gateway there. They've been planting gateways everywhere. They have one on the moon. They got one in the Shi'ar space. Yeah, they've got one there where they can go and they can just hang out anytime they want. They've got them all over the place. Hey, they've got a gateway at Jeff Bannister's house. Do you know who Jeff Bannister is? Well, maybe you should find out who Jeff Bannister is. He kind of works with Wolverine. So what we see here is we see Vulcan, Petra, and Sway hanging out on the moon. Drinking, just being, just drinking it up, having a good time. That's all they want to do. Just drink, and have a good time. Well, we see Vulcan ends up going out and exploring this part of the moon. And we see what happens here is we find out that the Kotati have basically inhabited and taken part of the moon for their own as well. Now, the Kotati are these plant-like beings, these organisms that nothing much different from what Krakoa is. Not much different from that, right? It's kind of this recurring theme that's going on. And we see that while he is there checking out these Kotati in their habitat, they end up getting start communicating together, and well, they fight. Right? So, yes, very interesting stuff here as Vulcan ends up fighting against these people and everything. But here's the thing is, there's a lot of strange things going on here with these mutants, these Kotati, the Krakoans, Krakoa, I guess. A lot of strange things going on here. And now it seems like maybe the Kotati have possibly gotten themselves in with the mutants here through issue number 10 of X-Men. It seems like maybe Vulcan has maybe he's been infected. Maybe a part of him has been changed, and now he's going to be taking some of that with him to Krakoa, and maybe possibly merging. You think? Is this something that could be detected when he goes back to Krakoa? Could they find out that he's different? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. Maybe we already know the outcome of what has happened so far. I had about 20 titles this week. Nice. Pope Service, you bought everything on the shelves. Nah, I'm kidding. But 20 titles, that's good. Yeah, I don't read a whole lot of DC. The indies this week that I read, there wasn't a whole lot of them that I got in, or even that my LCS gets in. I get a lot of the indies to review as many of them as possible and read them. I really do like a lot of the indies, for sure. But awesome. Mike Porter says comics could be getting us ready for aliens. Some believe that Star Trek could be introducing us to aliens in First Contact. Yeah, Krakoa. Yeah. I gotta go turn much love. All right, take it easy, audio. Um, Scott's pimp pad. Yeah, right. Scott's yeah. Empire is everywhere. It would seem. It would seem so. It would seem so. Definitely. Um. Now, so there's some interesting things going on here throughout this series here in the X-Men. I would say if you're wanting to read any of the Dawn of X books, X-Men is one that's going to be at the top of your list that you're going to want to read. There are significant events that are happening in here that are kind of being woven throughout all of these titles. But I think if you go back and read these as just a linear storyline, they're going to be providing a lot of information. Definitely got a lot of stuff going on with them. Now, in Cable issue number 2, this is where we once again we get a little bit more sprinkling of everything else, like where X-Men has this stuff going on from Empire being woven into it along with these other storylines. We also see here in Cable, it seems like we're getting some of the what is it, the 10 of Swords storyline in here, as Cable has this sword here that he found. Now, he found this sword in issue number 1. Do you guys remember issue number 1? Remember that little mutant fauna? Fauna? Fauna. Fauna? Fauna. Remember, it was running through the jungles of Krakoa, just running around, and started getting chased by a monster, and he was really scared, and he was crying for help. Remember, and all of a sudden, what was it? Armor? Was it Armor and Pixie? And it was Armor, Pixie, and Cable showed up to save this kid. So basically what they did was like Pixie went in and made the kid like see like, oh, it wasn't a scary monster anymore. It looked like just like a big like little kind of animal like you would see in a Disney movie, animated film. Jeez, guys, come on. And he's running around. He's like, oh hey, well Cable was getting ready to kill this son of a, right? He was getting ready, he was getting ready to execute this thing with extreme prejudice. And Fauna says, "No, hold on, no. I know what's wrong with him. He's hurting. He's hurting. He's in pain." So they went up and they seen that this animal, this nice plush animal, had this sword in its foot, in its widow paw. And Cable went over there and shink, took the sword out of this animal's paw. And what that did was basically when he got the sword out, it is known as the Light of Galador. This sword that he now carries in his hand, has in his possession, ended up activating these like, how would you say, like these robots, these giant like kind of like robots out in space. And they were in like this museum in another universe, and they ended up making their way through space to get to Earth to retrieve the Light of Galador. And that's where we see here what happens in this issue as they arrive at this house to retrieve the Light of Galador from none other than Cable, who has it. And what Cable is doing in this issue is Cable is out there and he is investigating a mutant that has gone missing. There was a mutant, a baby mutant, that had been snatched from his parents from right at their house. Well, it turns out, as he is there investigating with Esma of the she's of the Stepford Cuckoos, they're there investigating. She's kind of scanning the area, people's minds and everything close to the area that might have seen anything. The neighbors didn't really seem to see anything. The neighbors, some of the nearby neighbors, there was nobody home. There's nobody home, but you know what? There was an animal there at the residence of these mutants' house where the baby had been stolen from, and then and Esma scanned the memories of this animal and found that the neighbors across the street had left not too soon after this baby mutant had gone missing. And these people, they like to have these parties, these little toga parties, if you will. They were always dressed a little peculiarly, right? Book club must have been fun over there, right? Well, it turns out Cable is suspecting that these people are part of the Order of X. Now, if you don't know who the Order of X is, maybe you might want to go back and read some of the other books. We learned about the Order of X. We learned some of this through the Way of the Wolverine story. If in case you didn't read Wolverine issue, was that #1? They were talking about the Order of X, but we've also, I believe, we've seen them and heard mentions of them in other books as well. But basically, what the Order of X is these are these people who worship mutants. They want to ascend to become mutants. They want to become greater. And one of the things they do is they take this stuff known as pollen. Isn't that what it's called? Pollen? But what they're doing is it's this drug that they take and they put on their tongues and they ingest, and it gives them this heightened sense of awareness and strength. Right? It makes them feel as if they're becoming as if they're going to become mutants. Right? It gets them high, and it makes them crazy. Well, one of the other things that they believe is that if they consume mutant flesh and drink mutant blood, that this will somehow make it spliced with their DNA and make them become mutants as well. This is what the Order of X does. And these are the people that Cable suspects have come to take and snatch away this young mutant from his parents. That's pretty much what's going on here in Cable issue #2. Now, also in Cable issue #2, we see that Cable is, he's a young man. He wants a little bit of action, and the Stepford Cuckoos are certainly helping him out with that. They have no problems helping him out. But you know what? There's some people that have a problem with that. Like Emma Frost. Emma Frost isn't happy about it. She goes to talk to Cyclops about it. And says, "Hey, like, my daughters don't deserve this. You better tell him not to break their hearts." Except for Esme. She needs it. Very, very funny stuff. Very funny stuff here. I think Cable issue #2, and then of course, just like issue #1, we get these little flashback scenes, or these little scenes of Cable in another time, in another dimension. Very crazy, interesting stuff going on here in Cable. I don't know. This issue #2 was a lot better than issue #1 was. I'll tell you that much. But Cable, some of these things going on in here, a lot of this stuff kind of ties together. Now, the next one we've got here going on. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Who else has come into the show? We're into the stream. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call it a show, right? Yeah, Scott's been bad. RC Scott says, "Made it." All right, X-Men are awesome. Yes, they are. The only Empire books I'll be getting are Fantastic Four, X-Men, because I get those books anyway. Well, I think Empire actually has X-Men Empire books. They're not part of the main continuity of what's going on. Like this one right here that came out this week, like it has it on the cover, and it ties a little bit into it. But I think there are actual tie-ins to Empire that are X-Men Empire issue #1, X-Men Empire issue #2. So those ones, I mean, unless you're keeping up with Empire, I would say are not worth the money if you're not reading all of that. I wouldn't say because they're not part of the main continuity of that. As far as I know, I could be totally wrong, and maybe I need to go read it. Maybe I should go read it. Flesh-eating meth mutants. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Emma Frost is fine. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now the next one we've got going on here, and this one really brings up a lot of questions, does this not? X Factor issue #1. X Factor issue #1. This book is being written by Leah Williams. I thought this book was pretty good. But pretty much what we got here is at the beginning. We see that North Star gets this vision that his sister Aurora has been killed. She's been murdered. She died, and so he decides to go to the Arbor Magna Hatchery. Arbor Magna Hatchery. Now this is where the Five do their work. Now, in case you weren't here earlier when I described the five, what the five are is they are these five mutants who work in conjunction with each other. They are a team of mutants, no different than the X-Force, no different than the X-Men, no different than, the New Mutants, no different than these teams of mutants who come together to form a team with a singular mission. And their mission, these five mutants are Hope, Egg, Elixir, Proteus, and Tempest. Now these five, what they do is all of their powers work in conjunction to rebirth mutants when they die, to resurrect mutants that have been killed. All mutants, because all mutants are welcome on Krakoa. Now, there are Krakoan laws that you can break, and you can be subjected to being a trial by the Quiet Council of Krakoa. And there are certainly people who have been tried and are already serving sentences. So here we see that his sister's gone. His sister is dead. He goes to the five and demands that they resurrect his sister, and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, see, the funny thing here is that North Star was sitting there having his morning coffee as he got these visions of his sister. Morning coffee. Who does such things? Well, he goes to the five and he demands that they resurrect. They say, "Hey, man, they need proof of death and everything." And he's like, "Well, what are you guys doing anyway? You guys are just sitting here drinking coffee." And they tell him that he just needs to go get proof of death. Now, here's the thing, is when is the timing of this book? I don't exactly know, because the timing here is a little bit odd. Now, the five continue to do their work, and they tell him that he needs to go get proof of death and then bring it back to him. And that is when, he makes his way to go out and see some other people. So he makes his way to the Green Lagoon Tiki Bar. And this is where he's there, and he's talking with Blob. He's asking Blob, like, "Hey, man, Sage told me that this is the last place that she was before she ended up taken off out of the island. And when she left the island, she took off and she went through a gate that led her to Vancouver." Now, Blob says, "Hey, don't really know much of anything, what's going on or anything." Well, as he's sitting there, Polaris is there, chilling, having a drink as well. And she pretty much says, "Hey, you're barking up the wrong tree. You need proof of death. You need to reach out to the right people. Let's go put a team of people together and we'll go find your sister." And this is kind of where the story really takes off. So they end up getting a few mutants together. Now, the mutants that we have here coming together are North Star, Polaris, Daken, Prodigy, Prestige, and Eyeboy. Now, all these characters come together just kind of by happenstance. Now, as they are leaving the Blue Banana, the Green Lagoon Tiki Bar, that's where they run into Daken, and Daken is saying, "Hey, man, like, I'm available to help." Looks like he's had a long night of partying. So they end up going to seek out other mutants. They kind of put together their whole team, and they end up going through the gate to find out where she landed in Vancouver and what was going on there. And that's when they arrive and found that she's been going to this. Well, I thought that's where they were going to, but they followed the trail tour to this motel just outside Bellingham, Washington, and that's where they go in and they begin their investigation to what happened to Aurora. They're searching the room. Daken goes off and he does, you can see he goes up here and does his own investigation, trying to get him a little tail and get some information. Ooh, look. One of those war dogs. Remember that? That right there? That's a callback to stuff that happened in Excalibur. Yeah, that's some stuff. A callback to some stuff that happened in Excalibur. With Prestige there, she now has this pet warbird. Is it a warbird? War dog. Warbird. So they're there investigating, and they end up coming to find out that she got in a car wreck Aurora got in a car wreck, and she ended up falling off this ravine. They go to find the car. Well, as they are there, looking through this ravine, they kind of reveal that there's like a lot of these cars that have crashed there on this little ravine. They end up finding hers, and they end up finding the body of Aurora, who is there and is dead. Now, as they get there, they show the proof of death, and that's when they decide to go ahead and start reenacting the resurrection protocols. Now, after this happens, they are running their investigation, finding out everything that's going on, the forensics and everything, and it looks like there's actually some foul play, some possible foul play going on here. And that's when they are there with the Quiet Council of Krakoa, and that's when they decide that, hey, they need a team of mutants to come together and investigate the missing mutants that are out there. And this is when we have like this where's this at? We get X Factor investigations. Yeah, so they have all this thing right here, you know, down here at the bottom. We see the Krakoan language, which is, it says the exact same thing there on the bottom as it does on the top, guys. So if you're reading this book, you don't have to worry about trying to decipher all that. I just did it for you. It says the same thing. So then what they do is they end up getting a base made there somewhere in the Krakoan wilds. We see, I believe this is Polaris goes there and kind of erects this basically headquarters there for them to operate out of, where this will kind of be where they're there chilling and hanging out and doing their thing. And yeah, I thought this book was pretty good. Like, I thought the writing in here was pretty decent. Leah Williams did a pretty good job here. Now, it's going to be interesting. What's interesting to me here is when this book is taking place, when this team is formed here, and everything is kind of interesting to me, because we all know what's happened with Kate Pryde. If you've been reading the Marauders, you know, she's not around. We don't know what's going on with her. So X Factor is out to get proof of death for people and things like that, to find missing mutants and stuff like that. And there have been a lot of missing mutants and different stuff like that. Now, this also is interesting because you got to think about how something like this, plays into what we see going on in New Mutants, where we have like that website like Docs that's doxing mutants. Are X Factor going to end up looking into that, because this website seems to know where they can find mutants at, right? Because that's how Magic, Ileana Rasputin, ended up finding the New Mutants in Carnelia just last week, right? Right? Over easy mode, thank you so much for being here. Hope all is well with you. Is Adam in the house? I don't know. He's probably in his house. Do the five lay in the swimming pool and predict who Tom Cruise will murder in the future. Yeah, right. It's the precogs. No precogs allowed. Remember, being bald brothers and all that jazz. Yeah, I'm sure he might be busy. He's probably hanging out here listening. Probably hanging out, listening, doing other stuff, doing other administrative duties. I completely understand how that is. I've been pretty busy myself doing a bunch of stuff this morning. And yeah, so probably listening in, I'm sure. I'm sure he's here. Really, no one was saying coffee is for closers. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Is everyone here? Yeah, all right, I'm going anyway. All right, everyone, listen up. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about anyway? What are you talking about? Some loser doesn't want to buy land. Some girl you're trying to fuck. Let's talk about something real. I'm here for Mitch and Murray. Yeah, I love that. I love that movie. That's a great movie, dude. I love that. Adam is getting payback for Trin not being on his stream. I was on his stream. I was there listening the whole time. Like right at the very beginning of the show, I said, "What's up, people?" Didn't I? Pretty sure I did. But yeah, no, I was there the whole time listening in. Yeah. Just like last night, I was there on the whole time listening in on the on his Debate 8 Junkie Movies stream. His let me prove Trinity right that I have bad taste stream. I'm kidding, guys. Yeah, and guys, I know. Everybody out there, wish Adam a happy birthday. I know you guys have already had 2 hours of wishing Adam a happy birthday. Make sure you go wish him a happy birthday. He's 40 now. He somehow feels like hitting 40 is something special, like it's a big milestone. I'm no longer 30. I'm in my 40s now. It's so different. It's no. Yeah. Like I was saying yesterday on his stream. Well, like I mistyped. 40 is the new 18. 40 is the new 18, right? 40 is the new 18, so don't even trip. You're all good to go, Adam. You're barely legal. You're a little wet behind the ears still. Perfect. I'm telling you, 40 is the new 18. So it's all good. But yeah, make sure you guys, make sure that all the Adam's apples go to the orchard and hang out. He's probably going to be twitching later. Go to the orchard and hang out with Adam. All you lovely Adam's apples and Myrtle maniacs. Make sure that you go and hang out with him later tonight. And don't forget, the Den of Nerds, they're coming back tonight with After Dark. The last show I watched should have probably been called After Brunch. I'm just saying. It didn't get that hot. Didn't get that, well, I don't know. I was playing it up, but in the chats, but yeah, I was having fun with it. But yeah, make sure you go check out the Den of Nerds After Dark tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Apparently me and Adam have the same birthday. Nice. All right. What book is this? Which one? Dang it, I'm behind. Missed the last 15 minutes. Your sister called. It happens, man. It's all good. We're just talking about comic books. Yeah. Adam, are you ready? Oh man, I'm here now. I missed you this morning. I know I was there listening in. I was there. I thought I said what's up at the very beginning of the stream. I may not have, like, sometimes when I hit send on my phone, like, it doesn't send, like it like the keyboard goes down and the message sets there. And I'm like, and sometimes, like, there's times when I'm looked at, I'm like, hey man, like that was supposed to send a long time ago. What happened? And it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Where's my wrench? The other birthday person, yeah. My day doesn't start until I get roasted by you, right? I know. I didn't let your morning start this morning, right? I didn't come in and roast you. I did enough of that last night on your pre-birthday party. And what's with that anyway? What's with this pre-birthday party trash? You had a pre-birthday party last night, Adam. You realize that? You had okay, let's say it again. A pre-birthday party. I'm gonna be nice here. I'm gonna be nice and say I won't make one of those slanderous, I guess we know who probably wears the jeans in the house comments. I won't say nothing like that. I'll say something like, I guess we know who else wears panties in the house. Oh, I'm kidding. Guys, I'm kidding. You guys know I'm kidding. Everybody go hang out at the orchard. All the Adam's apples. Let's see those Adam's apples. What? Anyway. I like the thing. I like the Adam's apples. Let's see them. Throw those apples high. It's not a milestone. It's just surprising after my debauchery in my 20s. Oh, yeah. Oh, Adam, you know nothing. You don't know nothing. No, it's until Josh roasted me. Right? Yeah. I hear you. I got the set of steak knives. Oh, nice. Hey. At least it wasn't third place, because third place is you're fired. Get mad, you sons of bitches! Get mad! You know what it takes to sell real estate? It takes brass balls to sell real estate. They're out there waiting to give you their money. Are you gonna take it? Are you man enough to take it? I can go out there tonight. The tools you got, make myself Yeah, it's great. I haven't watched that in a while. I need to buy that one. I don't own that one, but I love that movie. Um, Happy birthday! What do you say? Happy birthday! I turned 40 in September. September. All right, nice. I turned 40 in 4 years. Man, you all was a bunch of youngins. I'm sure Adam didn't talk about blow last night. I'm not sure what that means. Twitching? I'm the boomer. Yeah, Adam, you're the boomer. Don't turn that hat backwards again. I already told you about that, boomer. Fan injection, are you drunk yet? Probably so. You know what? He probably spilled a little bit of that. He probably spilled a little bit of that Budweiser spring water. Budweiser, what do they call it? Sparkling Budweiser. He probably spilled a little bit of that on his keyboard last night, and the fumes from it are getting him all woozy this morning. He's like, oh man. Let's see. Adam, I did not see the debate 8 last night. Did you talk about Blow? Just wondering. Absolutely not. You don't like good movies. Did you see his? Did you see his list of top? Oh, come on. My gift was seeing Cali HBU. Adam Cali HBU. What? Aloys, how are you doing? I hope all is well with you. Who's wearing panties? It wasn't a pre-birthday party. It was a celebration of my last day of my 30s. Very different. No. Call it what you will. That was a pre-birthday party. That was a pre-birthday party. Very Kim Kardashian of you. Very Kim Kardashian of you. To so so a pre-party because he's turning 40. The same thing happened to me when I turned 100. You had that party like it's party like I just turned 99. Oh man, that's funny. The burger sounded good as hell. Which burger? What burger? Oh, it was. Holy shit, you're a killer, me, Trinity. Oh man. A good junkie movie is Gridlocked with Tim Roth and Tupac. Yeah. It's a pretty decent movie. Yeah. Gridlocked. I've seen that one. It's a good one. It's decent. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah. 38 in 11 days. Nice. Okay. I turned 40 in I turned 40 in a long time. Not gonna think about that. Yeah. Hey. Save it, man. So you're all good. It's not that big a deal, man. It came, it went. Nah, you're good. Speaking of Boomer, I was just blasting Run DMC and Public Enemy. Nice. Now, let's see. Now, oh yeah, speaking of hamburgers, man. The other day, I had this hamburger and at a local restaurant. I had this hamburger at a local restaurant, and man, it was freaking great. It was freaking great. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it and show you guys this thing because, dude, I'm telling you, this burger is the best damn burger I've ever had in my life, man. It was from this place here. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Let me see if I can show you guys this where's that? See if I can find. Oh man, I'm gonna have to add this here. Where's this thing at? Image, there we go. Let me show you this image here. This burger, man, it was freaking. Oh man, it was from this fancy restaurant here in town. Someplace we've been meaning to try. We were gonna try it on Father's Day and everything. Just didn't do it. But let me see. Oh man, yeah. How come it's that big? How come it's that big? Shouldn't be that big. Yeah. There we go. Check this thing out, man. Check that thing out. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Now, this place is a local restaurant here called The Broken Bit, and Yeah, that sitting there right next to the burger is a steak. There's a 14 ounce steak, dude. Like, I gotta say, this is probably one of the like. I don't eat steaks out when I go places anymore, and there's some places that have some decent steaks, like Black Angus, when you can get it cooked right, is okay. What's their names? Some of those big chain places, they have their ways that they do it, but I'm telling you, this right here, this steak was the best damn steak man. And for one, it's a ribeye. I love ribeyes, it's my favorite. But the steak was so great, cooked medium rare, and it was cooked actual medium rare. Every other place I go and get a medium rare steak, it seems like they cook it a little too rare or a little too medium. It's never this perfect. The steak was perfect. It was great. But the burger here, this burger, it has a blend of like, they have like brisket and just different kind of blends of meat that they put into it. And I have to tell you, the burger itself was 18. I think it's $18. And you can put different toppings and stuff on it. We had mushrooms put on there. We had bacon and avocado put on there as well. But and I don't normally eat burgers with buns anymore. But this kind of burger right here that you're seeing, I'm telling you, pardon my French here, friends, but this was the best fucking burger I have ever had in my life. Um, God, it was good. It was great. It was great. Oh man, it was good. No, it wasn't. It wasn't really that bad. I mean, they had a little bit of sauce on there. There's a slice of cheese. It wasn't too bad. It looks worse than it was. It looks worse than it is. Looks worse than it is. But no, it was great. Damn, it was good. It was good, and even had the burger cooked to that perfect medium rare. It was, oh man, I'm telling you, this thing was great. Oh man, it was great. Man, it was great. Had it with some vegetables. The French fries were pretty good. Man, I'm telling you, it was some good stuff, man. That was some good stuff. Um, I want to move to the U.S. based on the burgers alone. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. I completely misunderstood Trinity saying Adam's junkie movie list. That's why I was like thinking Blow and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Train Spotting. It's worse in my head. And you know what? Speaking of which, you know how the what was it? Not last week. Was it last week already? Last week? The week before? When me and LB were on there and we were debating the X-Men films, the Fox X-Men films. Well, I finally watched Age of Apocalypse or X-Men Apocalypse the other day. I don't think I've seen that movie since probably the theater. I was sitting there watching it, dude. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I think X-Men Apocalypse is probably. I think X-Men Apocalypse is worse than Dark Phoenix. X-Men Apocalypse is worse than Dark Phoenix. That movie, that movie is trash, man. That movie is absolute garbage. I'm sitting there like, even though, like, especially like the whole scene when Quicksilver finally walks in and he's like shows up at the, oh god, like I was sitting there watching that, I'm like, this is horrible, dude. This is horrible. This is this is like the Cinemax. This is like, okay, we'll be nice. This is like the Showtime version of an X-Men film. And then Dark Phoenix was like a Cinemax version. But maybe I got those reversed. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Anyway, huge. I wanna move to the, yeah. That burger looks like a heart attack waiting to have. Nah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that. It was great. It was great. It was great. I need that in my life, RC. Oh yeah. Um, You get up here and try Kuma's Corner. It's a metal-themed bar with grill and burgers named after bands Pantera Burger, Slayer Burger, Neurosis Burger, etc. RC Scott, I will be on that the next time I show up in Chicago, because I've tried other places there. One of my favorite places, like people always, what's that pizza place there that everybody talks about? I've seen it on this show or that show. I see there's this pizza place there, and they're pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a popular place there that they've got. But to me, honestly, the pizza that I liked more was at the Exchequer Pub. You know, the Exchequer Pub. I thought the deep dish pizza, that Chicago style pizza that I had there was great. That Chicago, like at the Exchequer Pub, was better than this one. What was the name of that? It's a fancier place, a fancier kind of Italian place. But I thought the pizza was better at the Exchequer Pub. Tried Billy Goats. Had Billy Goats while we were there. Certainly tried that. A little, you know, it's at this point Billy Goats is a little more of like a popular, hey, I seen it on a Saturday Night Live thing. Seems like it's maybe a little pricey for what you're getting, but it wasn't bad. It was, you know, yeah. Medium rare is the way to go. Absolutely. I want that Pantera burger for sure. I need to know how. Yeah, exactly. Haven't seen or don't remember 90% of those films. All right. I mean, they both suck, so take your pick. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they were pretty bad. Haven't seen Dark Phoenix and have no desire to. Well, I'll tell you, like, seriously, I'm not even kidding here, though. I think Dark Phoenix, looking back at it now, Dark Phoenix is better than Apocalypse. Apocalypse is the worst movie. Next movie for sure. I hate it as much as X-Men Origins Wolverine. You know what? Honestly, to be honest with you, and I'm not even kidding here. I think X-Men Origins Wolverine is better than Apocalypse, and definitely better than Dark Phoenix. I think it's a better movie than both of those. You know, people didn't like the little Deadpool thing and all that stuff. I get it, but hey, you know what? At least they tried something original than some of the trash that some of these other movies put out. Oh man, but yeah. Apocalypse looked like he needs a burger in that film. He's so skinny. Oh, I know, dude. And the voice. What's with the voice? Like, even Adam can do better voices on his live stream than they do in this stupid movie. I'm like, he's like, hey, Professor Xavier, we're gonna give you power beyond what you've ever known. You know, like, oh, like, I don't know what that was. It was already a failed franchise. I keep saying these studios need to know when to drop franchises. And you know, here's the thing: is like, I'll give them their kudos for trying. I mean, they made an attempt, I guess. Like, but you know what? Like, when I watched Dark Phoenix, like, there are little, like, I remember at the theater watching that. Now, granted, I did have some Hubby's chocolate before I went in to the theater, but like that movie, like, I was laughing at the theater. Like, I was rolling laughing. I almost fell out of my seat, and I kind of felt bad, and it might have been distracting to my friends. But yeah, it was pretty much done at that point. Apparently, the Bad Batch teaser trailer is out. Oh, nice. The casserole pizza, you mean? No. Landon TLB, thank you so much for being here. Is that Landon, the Lonely Banter? Pacoda's Pizza in the Lincoln Park neighborhood is the best deep dish pizza. Never tried it. They like to juice their sequels forever. Yeah. Mindset, once they make $1 on one thing, so we get ass universes that refuse to die. Looking at you, DCEU. Right? Hey, man. Hey, I ain't gonna fault you, man. I ain't gonna say you're wrong. XR Coon says DP isn't that bad. Do you want to say it, Danny, or do you want me to say it? Are you gonna say it about the Deadpool thing? Are you gonna? I'll give you a second. I'll let you say it, Danny. I'll let you say it about the DP thing. Let me see. I want to see your response. Let's recap Adam's stream. We talked about My random movie that no one had ever heard. Yeah, and I never heard about that movie either. Again, what was the name of it? Because I don't think I heard about it either. Talk about aliens, yeah. Trinity Stream Burgers. Campia will probably talk about. I didn't like any of the Wolverine movie. Almost rolled out of it 20 minutes. I only stayed because someone bought me the ticket. Man, there you go. It's legit laughably bad. Yeah, it is. You had edibles before seeing Dark Phoenix? Maybe. Oh, I'm a bit behind you. Yeah. No, all good. All good, Danny. Okay, PM is here. Says Cable. With much more than he can handle. Cable with much more than he can handle. Oh, what are you talking about? Cable, the book this week? Yeah. All the cuckoos. Yeah, they're messing with his head, man. And here's the thing: is like, um, Emma Frost, she seems to think like that he's messing with them, that he's gonna break their heart, and they're sitting there. We can see that they're totally messing with him. They are all over that. Yeah, XR is correct about Deadpool. It was the closest origin story done by Fox. I just want to see what Danny Orange's comments are on that. Because, here, look, because I think based on what Danny said, okay, about the sequels thing, letting it die. I think Deadpool got there in a sequel. They got there in number 2. like they had episode the first movie perfect. It was good. It was good. It checked every box. It was as woke as a movie could get. Nobody complained about any of the wokeness in the movie whatsoever. Everybody swallowed it up and loved it like it was a Kevin Smith movie level of woke. Then the second one came out. Did that need to happen? I mean, I like the movie. I watched it. I own it. It's a good movie. It's not bad. I like a lot of the stuff that happens, but this is again one of those ones that I'm watching and I'm kind of like, it was okay. It was okay. It was okay. Got a little more money. Just out there trying to get a little more money before they get. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's no Deadpool. The first Deadpool. It did have some things I like in it. There's a lot of some of the humor and stuff in it was funny, but yeah, yeah, that second Deadpool movie. Yeah, cash grab. Tag the assassination game is okay, is the movie. Okay, yeah, it's on YouTube 1982. It didn't age well, but I still like it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever seen that one. But have you seen the new Tag movie? Is that like a remake of it? Huh? That one? Um, but yeah, and that one I heard was good. It came out a couple years ago. Was it? It was a couple years ago, right? I think it was 2018. With I think who was in that? Jeremy Renner and several other people as well. I don't think it was really a remake, but I heard that movie was good too. But yeah, hey, yeah, I'll have to check that out. It's just like that movie, remember the old movie with Dabney Coleman, Cloak and Dagger? I want to go back and watch that one too. I haven't seen that in a while. Um, I have to be the guy to explain how bad Wolverine Origins DP is. Oh no, not that, not that. I was asking about about the Deadpool franchise. um, Kevin Smith hasn't made a good movie since Dogma. R.C. Scott, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, R.C. Scott. Just, isn't this where I'm supposed to say, unsubscribe? Unsubscribe. I'm banning you from the chat. Like I was a toxic man baby. Who would do that? Who would ban somebody from their chat? Except for a toxic man baby. Right? Hmm? Hmm? Who? Who? Hmm. Only a toxic man baby would do something like that. Ban somebody from their chats. Time them out for 300 seconds. Who would do such a thing? Only a toxic man baby. with an Adam's apple. The second Deadpool was pointless. He went back in time and undid everything. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was funny. It had some stuff in there, some elements that I liked in it. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's just, it was kind of like, cash grab. Again, it was one of those kind of pointless sequels. X3 should have been the end. It's not only where they fucked up, but it's where they killed everyone. But it made money. Yeah, right. Yeah, it did. It absolutely did. Yeah, a lot of people have mixed feelings about X3. Yeah. Yeah. And part of that, a lot of people will blame on Brett Ratner, but they allowed it to happen as well. They allowed it to happen as well. Yeah, but yeah, I remember X3. There were some things I like about X3, but yeah, it was, at that point, it was pretty much, yeah. Sometimes you got to know when to call it. And that's why, and that's what was one of the things everybody, when we did the Fox X-Men thing the other day, we were talking about that, X-Men First Class. Everybody seemed to, have a thing for that movie. Everybody seemed to like that movie. And my argument was for that movie, like, have you seen this movie? Like, it's got some great elements, but it's got Matthew Vaughn written all over it. Isn't that his name? Matthew Vaughn? It's got Matthew Vaughn written all over it. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, that's no different than putting Brett Ratner in there to direct X3. That's really all it was. Because you can see his thing all over it. Now, his thing works in a movie like Kick-Ass. Absolutely. It works in a property like The Kingsman. Absolutely. Works great there. But for X-Men, yeah, just didn't like that. But like I said, there were some great moments in X-Men First Class, though. There was. But, yeah. Second Deadpool, yeah, okay. Deadpool 2 was like the Matrix 2. First one was so groundbreaking, and second could not compare. Hey, whoa, easy there, Rob. Easy. Wolverine Origins, yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but as bad as Wolverine Origins is, I still think it's better than Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse. Oh, man. Hannibal Buress? Yeah. Oh, was he in Tag? Yeah. Yeah, completely different movies. Yeah, I know they're different movies. Yeah, I knew I didn't figure it was a remake. But I just had to ask just in case. I want to see Kilroy Bad. Okay. Have you read Marvel Zombies? If not, I suggest doing so. It's great. I didn't read the old school ones. I did read that one shot that they just did last year, and then I will probably read the one that's getting ready to come up. Yeah, a bunch of friends played a game of tag that lasted until they were adults. Then one of them kills his buddy on his wedding day. Effed up really. Ooh, really? Ouch. I have to check that out. Shrugs. Facts. Stop it, Trinity. I'm on the floor. With what? What was I saying? Was I saying some funny? Was I saying some funny stuff? What? Oh man. You know when you get that text message from AT&T saying they're taking your shit out of their bank? I don't mind the Deadpool movies. I actually like the second one. It's not bad if you just take it all as a meta joke. Yeah, the second one, like, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Like, compared to that first one, like, really, that's like, and that's why I know a lot of people feel about, like, oh, them bringing it into the MCU, they're gonna do this and that and this and that and this and that. I'm like, I kind of feel like that thing's already been juiced for all it's worth, really. They need to integrate that shit in as best as they can into the MCU to keep it going forward, because it's, you can do everything you need to do in an Avengers movie, in a PG-13 movie. Go watch Austin Powers, all right? If you don't think you can, go watch Austin Powers. Just go watch it. And I'm telling you, what they do with clever edits and the crude humor can be done the same way in the MCU with Deadpool. The part in X3 where Magneto moved the Golden Gate Bridge was pretty badass. Yeah, it was pretty badass. I enjoyed Deadpool 2. I really liked one, but both funny. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just saying, like, the like at that point, like I said, it was kind of already, like, that was really about it. Like, it's after those two, it's really kind of all, I don't know, like, like, you know, it's like a lemon that's already been squeezed for all the juice that it has. Look at the screen calling out people. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh man. Oh man. Um. Oh. But anyway, guys, yeah, lots of interesting things going on in all these X-Men books. Getting back to the comic books, I have some other things I want to talk about. Like, I know a lot of people were, last week were talking about, like, with Wolverine issue #3, what's going on with Wolverine? How's this going on with Jeff Bannister and all these different kinds of things? He was killed, he's not killed, he's back, and all these different things. There is very simple explanations to all these things, and I think that people just aren't thinking about everything that's going on here, about the story that we already know, right? Like, there's some things going on people just aren't thinking about. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's show. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and all of that good stuff. You know, so you get reminders that we're doing this live stream every morning throughout the week. And anytime I upload some new videos, check it out. Also, if you'd like to become a member of the channel and help support the channel, you can become a Myrtle Maniac. The join button should be there right next to the subscribe button. If not, there is a link down in the description where you can go and learn a little more about that and see, you know, what the perks of the membership are. So I hope you all have a very good day today, guys. I may be doing a live stream later for the Myrtle Maniacs. If not, definitely this weekend. We'll get together, do a live stream, have a good time. I hope you're all having a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.